This is the help video for Access Chapter 7, Prepare Case A. We're going to do steps 10 through 13 in this video, and we're going to look at subqueries. So there are times when, in order to get the answer that you want, you have to build a query off of another query. So really, a subquery is simply a select query that's nested inside of another query. And usually what you do is you build one and then you build the second one that uses the first one, right? So we're going to start here at 10, which is going to build the query sales volume by date. And then we're going to use that one to build the gross revenue. So we're going to calculate the daily gross revenue for by this process of a query and a subquery. So we want to see at the end of every day what's the gross, right? So we have to go through a couple iterations to do that. So we're going to start by bringing in our table purchase and table product. And so we're just going to go about doing what we have been doing here, is to create a query and use the total row to get some aggregates. So let's go ahead and just pull our fields down. So we need purchase type, purchase date, quantity, product description, and price. So if I run it now, I get every product sale, right, and the date it was sold and the methodology for selling. So we want, but each individual record, right, so there's 18. So if I put the total on and I'm saying we're going to group by, I want the total of quantity, product description is group, and price is group. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we're grouping and we're totaling the quantity for that particular product description in that date, right? So it's grouping by date. So we may have more than one, right, within that day, but it will group because we're grouping by date. Okay, so we want to rename the quantity field. So remember, that's just going in front of it. We're going to rename it as sales volume. And if I run it, make sure we're good. There's sales volume. All right, so let's save it. So let's save it, QRY, sales volume by date. So I want you to understand here that, we've reduced the records because now we're grouping it by the purchase type and the date and the product, right? And then we're getting a total sales volume. So that's what this is doing. So we're really done with step 10 and step 11. And now what we're going to do is move into the new process where we're going to create a query that uses what we just created as its base. It's not a table. So we're going to add to our query purchase date, and then we're going to do this new calculated field, right, that's called gross revenue, that is the sales volume by price. So let's look at what that's going to do. Let's start building and look at it. So let's start our query. Create in design, and we need not a table, we need a query. So we're going to come over here to query, sales volume by date. Okay, that's the end of this video. I'm going to start with 14, 15, 16 on the next one. They all kind of go together. All right.